Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
What's up, guys? This is the Til You Collapse Podcast. My name is Brian, and we're back. We're trying something new today. We're doing a motherfucking live episode on Instagram Live. We're answering questions live. There's already a few good ones in there. So everyone that's on live watching us, know when you listen back to this episode, you were part of this shit, which is kind of cool. It's different, right?
Yeah.
You guys know Memo.
It's unique.
He's a little guy over here.
I'm the little guy with the AMG.
Yeah. This fucking guy. Yeah, he got an AMG. Now his life has changed. Welcome to the club. So I'm going to answer questions. So anyways, guys, the one thing I want to ask you guys, please help share this podcast. This takes fucking time. This takes effort. My time is very valuable. I can't even talk valuable. My time is very valuable. Memo's time is very valuable. And I want to help you guys fucking win. I want you guys to win as bad as I want to fucking win. This shit's real. There's no fakeness about that. The only one that's going to cause you to win is yourself. So investing in yourself, reading books, listening to podcasts, going to seminars, hiring coaches. You are your best investment. So I try to record this podcast. I try to keep it real. There's not much shit I do know. I don't know much, but there's a little shit I do know. I have a little bit of success. And I try to get on here and rap at least once a week and share real stories and share real things that have helped me become successful. And that's what I do with this podcast. So what I'm asking is, please share it. If you get anything that's beneficial from it, share it. Share it on your social media. What are you over there fucking smirking about? Are you happy or what's going on? You're just looking all cute. What was that look for?
I'm just glad you're doing something new. That's
He's
all.
all excited over there. You do like new shit. Don't you're distracting me with that little fucking smirk weirdo. I'm kind of not dark in here.
He likes my smile.
What the fuck? Anyways, what I was saying is, please share it. That's the only way we grow. Leave a review. Subscribe to it, please. I really appreciate that. So, man, we're just here grinding away, living. And like I said, I'm going to go down here and answer you guys a question live. So my man Drew asked a question. Drew is actually, he used to live locally. This guy is a fucking phenomenal bodybuilder. He used to do bodybuilding. I'm pretty sure he does classic physique now. He sized down a little bit, and he did really good at last shows. My man has a killer physique, runs a gym. I forget what state you live in, my man. But he said, I want to know at what point in your professional career do you feel, all the work is paid off, like I have made it moment? And here's the real answer to that, my man. I haven't had that fucking moment. I don't know if that moment exists for people that have the drive and the fire inside them like I do. I know exactly what you mean. I've tasted a little bit of success, but I never really had that moment where I'm like, the work's paid off and I've made it. Definitely I feel like it's paid off because, I've been through the trenches. You know my story. And I've definitely made something from nothing, and I do have a little bit of success, but do I feel like I made it? No, I don't. I feel so far from making it. It's not even funny. And I think that is one of the consistent qualities I see in people that are very, very successful is they always feel like that. I'm talking motherfuckers just 9, 10 figures. They still feel like that. It's probably an issue, but no, man, I don't feel like that. I feel like I have so much more to do until I have a huge staff. I'm talking 50 to 100 people making multiple 6 figures, driving their dream cars, all shit lined up front, taking vacations, raising families, buying their houses. Maybe I'll start to feel like I made it when I achieve that, but I got so far long to go till I get to that point. So there's your answer to that. Hopefully that helps. But if you ever come back here, I'd love to catch a lift with you. You can make me look like a little fucking tiny guy because you're fucking swole, G. Mikey, what's up? This is a good one. How do you get back to the gym after an injury? So you guys all know about 3 years ago, I had the worst injury that I've ever had. I tore my pec. This is like half a titty now. Fucking trust me, I deal with this shit every day. But mentally and physically, I was in a real dark place. That's when, you guys know about a year and a half ago, I lost a bunch of weight, and you guys see my before and after pictures. I was probably in the darkest point that I've been in a long time, because I'm a very positive person. I don't really deal with negativity or depression a lot with anything, just because my mind is one of my strongest assets. But that really put me out worse than anything ever has, because fitness is such a huge passion and part of my life. And the quick and easy answer to that, how do you get back in the gym after injury? You fucking just do it. So that I tore my chest that night. I was on my stairs in my dungeon in the garage. The next day, I was in the gym working legs. So it's just that mindset and that mental toughness. Do whatever you can. So whatever the injury may be, do whatever you can. Something is better than nothing. I don't care if you walk. I don't care if you pick up a 5-pound dumbbell. Whatever it may be. But the answer is, how do you get back to the gym? You just fucking get back. And you don't give a fuck what people think. You don't care if they see you lifting a little bit. Don't worry about what they think, because you're going to start out. I started, when I was coming back, I was lifting 5-pound dumbbells. Yeah, I have a private gym, but it doesn't matter. I would go in any gym and do that. So that's my answer to you, Mikey. Mikey's dope. He's local. This fucking guy kills it with the fucking car photos and shit.
It's all about those reels.
Yeah, man, you're killing it. So let me scroll down here and see what else we got. Hopefully we won't get some weird shit.
Remind them.
When is it okay to rest and wind? I'm thinking you're saying, when is it okay to rest and wind down? Do I listen to my body and mind when feeling overwhelmed? The answer to this is yes, you should. I am bad at that because I'm a fucking animal. I go mentally and physically, even when I feel. Here's the thing. The answer to this is yes and no. There's extreme power in being able to push through when your body and mind are telling you no. There's a superpower in that. Those that can get past that and get to levels that most can't, crush it in every area. But yes, there is times when you do need to listen to your body and mind. Take a day. Just have a day to yourself. Have some mushrooms, smoke a J, whatever you need to do. Have a little bit of good tequila. Whatever helps you wind down, have that day. Do it. No problem in that. But here's the thing. If you want to be extremely successful, there's a superpower in being able to push through those days. And mentally too, when you push through those days and you win on those days, talking about making you feel invincible, like you can run through a wall. Try it. You'll feel amazing. Yo, my man Brad. Here's a question. This is from a business, the Paddle Pro. What's up, man? Did you fund your business to start it? If so, how'd you fund it? The answer to that question is yes, I did fund it. I funded it with $300 cash money. $300 Chris bills. I took them out and I funded that shit. So yeah, I did fund my own business. I still fund my own business. No investors, no loans, nothing like that. All cash. Flip. 300, 600, 600, 1200, 1224. Boom, boom, boom. There's power in that, but there's also power. I'm learning as I grow because this is my first rodeo as a business owner, and there's a lot of shit I don't know. That there is power in funding. If you could add that fuel on the fire at the right time in the right way, whether it's inventory, marketing, whatever the case may be, that perfect storm is when you can really blow up if you do that the right way. But I think in the beginning, when you're really building something before you're at that point, I think when you're at that point, you're going to be at multiple 7 figures. So until you're there, keep shit tight, keep everything very light, and just don't get into too much debt, because I don't know what your margins are, but a lot of businesses I found, they run on too low of margins, so they're not really making any money. They're spending all this money. They have more expenses than they need, and then if you had a loan on top of that or funding on top of that, if you have a high interest rate that you're trying to pay off, that's a good storm to make zero money. So I would do it yourself, and I would keep it as tight as possible. As far as my... Can you go through here and see questions?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Ones, or?
Yeah, there's someone that said, they asked, how many team members do you have, and what's the next car? That was by Shane Howe.
Oh, Shane. Shane's my man. So as far as team members, we've had as many as 8 full-time team members here before. Honestly, right now, I have the lightest team I've ever had, and I have one of the best teams I've ever had. So there's a lot of power in running very lean and very powerful, and that's what we're doing right now. As far as right now, we have 3 team members: Memo, Katie, and Bree. and myself. So 4 team members. 4 team members, running a multiple 7-figure company. There's a lot of power in that, because a lot of companies, when they get to multiple 7 figures, they need 10, 20 team members, depending on the industry, right? So that's why I chose online. Listen, I know I'm not the sharpest tool in this shit, and I'm very rough and raw exterior, but this whole life I've created, there is some method behind this madness. So when you're looking into a business, when you want to create something, make sure you look into, have some plans behind it. A lot of people dive into it before they really think about the financials. Like, there's businesses that gross $20 million, $30 million, that at the end of the day, we net more money than them, because they have such high expenses, they have such low profit margins. You got to look at what you want to do. And figuring out what your passion is, finding something that you're really passionate about, and finding a way to make money doing that, and finding a way to make money that's realistic into that you're going to actually make money. Like I said, if you're just doubling your money, you're not going to make it. If you, like, a lot of people, like, put $10 in, get $20 out, doubling your money, you're not going to make it like that. You're going to have so much expenses, taxes, everything. You're going to be breaking even. And there's no way, like, if your goal is to make an impact, give back, create lives for your staff, the only way to do that is being successful and making money. So you need to make sure your profit margins are big, whatever business you're doing, they make sense, and make sure that you can operate a business. Like I said, I can run a business that grosses this much with such a light staff, as opposed to a similar business grossing the same amount has to have 4 times the amount of staff. Think about all that money goes to payroll, instead of new inventory, instead of marketing, instead of giving your people raises and take care of them, instead of putting money in the bank or buying things you want. So you have to be strategic about it. Don't be stupid about it when you do that kind of shit. As far as the next car, I don't know. This is the first time in my life, honestly, this is the first time in my life I haven't been fixated on getting a new car. I was really bad there for a while. I was getting like 1 to 2 cars, flipping them, flopping them every week. And that was bad. I'm not every week. Every year. Every year I was flipping and flopping 1 or 2 cars, and that's kind of too much. Obviously, it's a bad investment. I mean, I usually buy them really good buys, so even if I did that, I wasn't losing money, but typically it's hard to do that and make money or even break even. So as far as cars, the business, it's been rough. It's rougher than ever right now, the way this economy is, the way everything is. So until I get this shit going in the direction it needs to be, until I start making the kind of money that we've made before, my main focus is my people, the business. Fuck a car. Honestly, if I have to sell all my cars, I'm down to do that. Not that I need to, but like, that's the kind of mindset I'm in. I'm not even thinking on the next car right now. I'm thinking on fucking taking this shit to the next level and weathering this storm and coming out this motherfucker 4 times stronger. That's what I'm focused on. I got some decent cars. I enjoy driving them.
Decent cars.
I'm pretty set. So if I need to sell everything, Memo let me borrow his AMG.
On occasion, if he buys me lunch.
I'll look like fucking Bowser in that thing. Hey, guys. Anything else? Or? Here we go. This is a question. What are your thoughts on going to an MMA gym versus a standard gym? And the answer to that's pretty easy. My thoughts are, do you want to train in MMA or not? Pretty straightforward answer. MMA gym, obviously, you're going to focus on the point of that is if you're going to do, they offer MMA training, boxing, stuff like that. So if you want to get in that kind of workout, if you want to learn that kind of stuff, then go to that kind of gym. Normally those kind of gyms, I know the ones around here, they do have some normal gym stuff there too. So you can do, both things, like Uriah's gym, Ultimate Fitness, and UFC gym, which he's part of too. They're local gyms. They have weights and cardio and stuff where you can have a normal gym. So typically with the MMA gym, if you have that interest to train MMA, go there and do that. But you can still bang out normal gym workouts there too. So I would say if you have that fire inside you, go do that, and then you can do both type of workouts.
Do you know what imposter syndrome is?
Oh, yeah.
Someone's asking, how do you get over imposter syndrome, or how do you deal with it in the beginning of your business journey?
Okay. Well, you're skipping way down. How far down? I'm trying to go in order here.
What the far down, G?
Okay, I'm going to take control of this shit,
Okay.
because you're going way down.
Okay.
I don't want to go back and forth.
That's totally fine.
That one. So this one is a good one. This is from Dominique. How do you keep going when you don't feel like you want to do anything else? This is another one of my superpowers: discipline, consistency. That right there is why most people aren't successful. Because really, this shit is not rocket science. The shit that makes us all successful, the people you see here, that we're all spitting similar shit. We're all talking about similar shit. It may sound different coming from me than the other people you see on social media. It may have a little different spin, but we all kind of sound the same. And we're all saying the same shit. Now, why do you think that is? We're all not just copying each other, because we all have some level of success. We all have some proven success, something to show for our success. So the ones that are the real ones, we're legit. And why do we sound the same? Because success leaves clues, and success has a pretty similar blueprint, regardless who you are. And that, what you said, how do you keep going when you don't feel like it and you don't want to do anything else? That's one of the hardest things that most people can't do, because the easy thing is, and I talk about it all the time, is that discipline and that fire of doing things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do them. There's shit I don't want to do every day. I don't want to wake up at 5 o'clock every day. I don't want to do the stairs faster in the morning. I don't want to do the stairs at 10 o'clock at night. I don't want to eat chicken and veggies all day. I don't want to do a lot of shit I do every single day on a consistent fucking basis. And that's real. But I have two options, because I have goals on how I want to look, how I want to feel. And if I don't do those things, I won't look a certain way. So there's a reward for doing the things that you don't want to do. And that's just, it sounds so easy, but it's so hard to do, because as humans, our natural instinct and the way we feel is, it's just anything resistant, anything hard, we want to go towards the path of least resistance, whatever's easiest. And that's fine, because that's just normal in our DNA. That's just, it's nothing. Don't feel bad at that, knowing that you have to train yourself to do the opposite. And it's gonna be a process, because once you do it, you can't just do it once, you can't do it twice. It's doing this shit on a day-to-day basis for years. And that's really when the magic happens in business, in fitness. And also when you get that W. So that builds momentum. And momentum is a very fucking powerful thing, girl. So momentum is like when you're like, that's the last thing I want to do today. I'm fucking exhausted. I don't want to do it. I just want to sit on the couch and watch Netflix. Which I get it. I want to do that shit plenty myself. But when you go and do that thing that you don't want to do, and you get it done, and you get that feeling of accomplishment and that feeling of pride, that builds momentum. Then you want to feel that feeling again, because that feeling's addicting, and that's a good feeling to have. So just fucking do it. That's all I can say. It's simple enough. Just do it, because the simple answer is, we are in control of so much shit in our life on a daily basis. And so many people want to point fingers and come up for reasons why they're not where they're at, or why they don't have this, or why they don't have that. And fucking, I'm here to tell you, the reason is you. The reason is your mind. The reason is your work ethic. The reason is you're holding yourself back. You're finding excuses. You're pointing fingers. Stop doing that shit and get to work, and realize it's going to take some fucking time. And there's no way around it. You can't fucking get around that shit. Brad, what's up, man? I can't wait to spit some fire with you. I'm going. Oh, Donnie, that is a good one, Donnie. My opinion on Andrew Tate. That fucking guy, he's a top G. You know my opinion on Andrew Tate. I agree with a lot of shit he says. He's real as fuck. He's blunt. He's taken over the internet, and you may not like what he has to say, but at least he keeps it real. He sticks with what he believes. And yeah, I'm watching him take over online. It's fucking genius how he has people posting him, and how he's everywhere you see. It's just crazy the way he does it. And the thing with him is, a lot of people shy away from really talking about shit they believe, because they're worried at the backlash. They're worried about what people think. They're worried about, oh shit, it paused due to poor connection. Oh, there we're back. It says pause due to poor connection. Hopefully we're back. So that's my answer on him, Donnie. I know you already know that answer, but I'll tell it for everyone to hear. Yeah, he's a top G for sure.
Is that the bald boxer guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh damn, someone just rolled up on their motorcycle. Revving. What color is it? Blue? Sick. It's right there?
Nope, I can't see.
On the left. Keep leaning. Don't fall, Platt.
Nope, I don't see. Oh, blue. Yeah, blue.
Why does it keep saying poor connection?
Do you have Wi-Fi?
Dude, can you tell the guy that runs this place to get some better Wi-Fi?
Can you get some better fucking Wi-Fi?
I got the best Wi-Fi and this shit can't even connect. What the fuck? Oh, my daughter. What's up, girl? Ayla's on here.
Watch what you say.
Hey, listen, she hears. Listen, I'm real who I am. Like I said, my kids follow it, and that's the thing is a lot of people may not like it or agree with it, but it is what it is. Cart back every single time, and take losers. Carts back sitting in parking spots. Yeah, you know that. Oh, someone's here for me. Fuck, I'm recording a podcast. Okay, cool. He's buying some shit. He's got some dope ink too. His bike's dope. Let's see here. What's up, guys? So if you guys are just joining, we're on the shit. We're recording a podcast live. We're going through these answering questions. It's kind of fun, huh? You're enjoying it.
Yeah, it's a little it's a little Q&A. So ask any questions you guys need.
Let's see here. Okay, Mikey again. Mikey, you can ask as many fucking questions as you want, my G.
This guy.
He said, I'm sure this has been asked, but what's the easiest and best meal to consume daily to fully suit nutrition requirements, also help you lose some weight? So here's the thing, my man. Everyone's an individual. We all have different genetics. We all have different body compositions. Fitness is something I do know because I've been doing this shit for 27 years and I've taught myself in and out of it. So I definitely do know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. So you can't really go off a cookie cutter menu plan or anything like that. But what you can do is you can look at, as far as like a easy best meal to consume daily, is I would just find a certain amount of calories that you want to stick with. And based on your genetics, you stick with that on a daily basis. It's consistency. I would say maybe start right around 2,000 calories, 2,500 based on your activity level. Have a decent blend of protein, carbs, and fat, and kind of move it from there. Because I know fitness is kind of something new for you, so you got to figure out your body and see what responds to it. I wouldn't tell you to get on the extreme meal plan as I have, because I've been doing this for so long, and I know my physique and what it responds to. So I wouldn't tell you how I eat, because you will fucking lose your mind. You'll be so fucking hungry, you'll fucking kill someone. So I would just start like that. Start with a certain amount of calories and follow that every day. Find food you like and that you can eat consistently, because if you're not going to like it, it's going to be hard to follow consistently, and really go all in on it. Chicken, rice, veggies, Memo. You can talk on this. You know fitness a little bit. So it's just, you don't have to be mute. Are you fucking mute?
No,
What's
I'm
wrong
good.
with you?
I'm good. It's just knowing your body.
Yeah.
Like you said, just knowing how you eat and what you can eat and how much of it and how often. For me, I'm a little bit blessed with genetics, so I could get away with eating bad.
Also, how old are you?
I'm also 24 years old.
Yes.
I works out every day,
Yes.
so
Yes.
there's a give or take. So
exactly. But here's the thing. Just by setting a caloric goal, knowing how many, sorry, I'm Persian, knowing how many calories you're actually eating a day, because here's the thing. Most people are actually eating way more than they think they are. A lot of people I'm eating healthy, I'm not eating that much, and you're eating like 4,000 calories a day. You're like, I don't know why I'm losing weight. So measure your food, know how much you're actually eating. Start around 2,000 to 2,500 balanced carbs, healthy fats, nothing processed, real food. Don't drink any calories, just water.
eat at home.
Eat at home.
Eating at home is probably the best thing you do.
You'll save money too.
Exactly.
So.
What else is there?
Ooh, the Sandwich King said, "Damn, you fine." The Sandwich King, my man Steve. What kind of question you got? He's probably not on it anymore. Steve, he has Beach Hut Delis. I'm excited to go to Monterey with this guy, but he's gone. He's stupid. There's not many questions. Are people just waving?
Someone said, "Why don't you do legs?"
Sorry, I don't do legs. I got them chicken legs, right?
They're probably bigger than yours, though.
They know I do legs. I know who said it, probably. Drew's commenting again. Is there no more questions?
There is. What has been your biggest struggle when starting your
Where
brand?
do you go? Do you go down in the depths of hell? Because I'm fucking scanning.
Let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom.
Well, I don't want to skip any.
No, there wasn't a lot.
Thank you. I'm going all in.
What's the best part about being your own boss?
What do you invest in? The number 2 best things you invest in. Number 2 things, just focus on this right now. Focus on this most of the time. Number 1 is invest in yourself and your company, your business. If you don't have a company and business, it's always yourself. When it is your company and business, that is yourself as well. Number 2 is real estate. Those 2 things, you invest in those, you can't go wrong. All this other shit that they say, you know, if you have that much money, you can start investing in other people's businesses and stuff like that. That's a good place to be. But the 2 foundations and solid ones always focus on, can you hear me? Is this shit close enough? Is always yourself, your own business, and then real estate's always a solid. Man, imposter syndrome is hard, man. And imposter syndrome is something that we all deal with as business owners, and we all deal with. And it happens multiple times. It happens at multiple levels. You know, as you keep leveling up, it kind of creeps back around. You're like, do I belong at this level? Am I really belong here? Have I done what it takes to get here? And here's the thing. It's normal to feel that way. And it's okay to feel that way. Take that in and embrace that feeling. But also remind yourself who the fuck you are. Like, who the fuck are you? And what have you accomplished? Right? Look yourself in the mirror. And that's one thing I notice when I coach. I coach these high-level people, and I talk to people. Sometimes these fucking people, like, they have no confidence or even realization in what they have actually done. And some of these people have done more than me. And I'm like, hold up. We need to take a second here. You need to fucking pat yourself on the back for a second and realize that you fucking have won. You've earned it, and you need to recognize that. It's self-recognition and actually realizing what you've done and having something real to back it up. You know, because the crazy thing is what I've noticed is the people with the biggest imposter syndrome a lot of times have done the most. Super successful, super accomplished, fucking killers. And it's almost like they don't even realize it. And then it's the opposite. The motherfuckers that are fake out here flashing and trying to flex and pretend who they are, and they really haven't done shit, they're the most confident. They think they earned it. They think they belong there. And really, they don't. It's fucking mind-boggling. So just remind yourself what your accomplishments are. Remind yourself why you're at. You belong there. You've earned it. And keep chugging along. Trust me, it's something that I've struggled with. I still sometimes I struggle with it. You know, I'm pretty good with it, but yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Everybody has. There's friends of mine that are 9, almost 10 figures that still struggle with it big time. So there's the answer to that.
Do like 2 or 3 more.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, you getting okay?
No,
Switching hour in this motherfucker. He wants to get in his car and go cruise around town in his cute little car.
Call that shit cute one more time.
He gets so mad when you call this shit cute. Yeah, now the windows are tinted though.
Yeah.
Except you didn't do the Persian black on the sides. Why are you scared?
I ain't that scared. I'll give you a little bit of taste of what's on the inside. You know, I still like them to see me.
So here's a good one. I've always had this vision in my head of being the fastest professional race car driver on the track. How would you suggest I climb that ladder? And here's the thing. A lot of my answers to this shit are just going to be straight up. I mean, how the fuck do I suggest you climb that ladder? I suggest you find a way to get the fuck in a car and get on a track and start driving and do that shit every day and drive on the track as much as you can and get as much practice as you can in and get better at that and perfect your craft. Right? Simple enough answer, but the thing is you're overthinking it, you're over-questioning it. Like, how do you be the fastest driver on a racetrack? Well, A, are you on a racetrack? Have you ever raced before? Do you have a car? Now, here, how much does a car cost? Racing is an expensive sport. Do you have money? Do you have a backer? What the fuck are you going to do to fund it? But the number one thing that I'm good at is taking action. Take action. I don't give a fuck if you have the best car to get on a track with is a Mazda Miata. You can find a track Mazda Miata for super low money. Those things are fucking light as fuck. You can throw those things around the track. Those are the best things to learn on the track. As far as the apex, everything, braking, accelerating. I would suggest getting one of those. They're super cheap. They're tough. and you'll learn how to drive at that, and then you level up to faster, better cars. That's my answer to that. So, anything else?
Do like 2 more.
This is a good one. Zach, what's up, Zach? This is a real good one, and this is one I have experience with. How do you feel about ad revenue breaking even, but you're gaining returning customers all fucking day? All day. Especially nowadays with the new iOS and how fucking tough ads are nowadays. Trust me, I'm struggling with it. We're struggling with it. Real talk. If you can break even, where you're not actually losing money, but you're gaining returning customers. And here's the thing, my brother. That's a pretty self-explanatory question, man. You're talking about not losing money, but you're gaining a returning customer that's going to spend money in the long run and give you more money and more revenue. That's a no-brainer. It's a win-win, right? And that's the thing is I love all your questions. I appreciate all these questions. But my thing to you guys, so you guys realize it, is a lot of times the questions you're asking, you already know the fucking answer to. My question to you is, why don't you have the confidence? Why don't you have, I don't know what word I want to look for, but why don't you have inside of you, when you know the answer and you know the answer is right? And I get this. Sometimes you will just want to hear it from someone else. And sometimes it sounds different, or you just need that validation. I get that. And I've been the same way about shit, so I'm not one to talk. But the thing is a lot of people don't even realize what they have. You have everything you need inside of you to be successful. You know the answer to that, Zach. You're breaking even, but you're getting customers that are going to be returning, and you're going to start profiting after the second purchase, third purchase. They're going to tell their friends, because hopefully you have such an amazing product, an amazing company and culture, that you're going to sweep them off their feet. They're going to be returning customers. They're going to refer you 5 people. Boom, boom, boom. Repeat the process, right? All day long. Oh, my man, FJB, all day long, FJB. I agree with that shit. Music industry, no. No music industry.
What do you mean? You always rap.
I do rap. Well, I'm not in the music. You want me to start rapping?
Nah.
This guy loves my rap.
Nah,
fucking singing lullabies and shit. I think that's pretty much it. Let me see. What does it say? What's this pod live about? So the live podcast about what it is I can pause. Here we go. We're paused again because Memo can't get better Wi-Fi. So what the podcast was is we're going to record a podcast today. We had a few topics that we wanted to talk about, but I wasn't really feeling that shit in my soul, the exact topics we're going to talk about. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's try something new. Always trying new shit. Don't be scared to try new shit. Test. Try things. Let's get on live. Let's just answer some questions live. So that's what we did. I think we're pretty much wrapping up here. How long have we been recording?
We've been on for 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's not bad. I don't like to have a super long podcast.
Yeah.
Podcast. What the fuck? What
Podcast.
kind of accent is that? It's funny seeing people getting in here. I never got on Instagram live, but you know I'm always a fucking loose cannon, so I don't know if you want me on live.
It's cool though. Get the people involved more. Show them what
That
they.
guy's bike sounds dope.
Yeah.
I can't find I wanted to answer one more question. I can't really find one. Huh. Oh, that's my man Drew. My man Drew. This guy, I love Drew. That's the guy that said, "Why don't you do legs?" He always gives shit because he fucking.
There's one that says, business question, what motivates you to start TYC? Or there's another one, balancing your family and your company. How do you make sure each bucket is full? King, question mark.
That's Drew. Drew, we've talked about this before. This guy, Drew, I've talked about it 15 times. So, balancing family and company. So here's the thing. One of the hardest things that I've struggled with through this whole process of building a company and building multiple companies and having as big a family as I have and them being as important as they are is the balancing act, because everyone has their own definition of balance, and what works for one person may not work for another person, and vice versa. And the thing is there's no such thing as fucking balance. There's just finding what works for you, and knowing that when you get that balance, whatever you're focusing on, the other thing's going to suffer. So if I focus on my family, if I work 10 to 4 and stay at home late in the morning, spend time with my family, come home really early, spend time with my family, I'm working less hours. And working less hours, putting more towards the work, compounded over time, the work will suffer a little bit as far as whatever you're working on. And then as far as family, if you're never spending any time with your family, if all you're working is 7 to fucking 9, or you just never give your family any time, those relationships are going to suffer. So you got to realize that there's seasons, and what I've noticed is there's seasons. There's a certain time in your life when you have to focus on other things. Like when you're building something, your focus has to be building it. There's going to be less of a balance towards the family. Once you build something, you have a good staff, you have it up and running, then you can ease off a little bit and spend more time with my family. What I used to try is try to spend more quantity of time. So I used to try to spend more time with my family. The problem is I also was struggling with knowing that I was giving less of a focus towards work and worried about that. So when I was spending time with my family, I kind of was 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I was worried about work, checking the phone. I'm spending 5 hours with my family tonight, but I'm also kind of not all there. And that is the worst fucking thing to do. Do not make that fucking mistake. Ever since I've shifted over the last probably almost year and a half to really being present and really giving them my full focus when I'm there, not even checking my phone, not even thinking about work, and actually working a little more. So I'm not as much time quantity, but more quality time. I notice a huge difference in my kids. They notice it, they respond to it. So I would just focus on the quality of what you're doing, even at work too. The quality of what you work. You can get a lot done in less time. The problem is there comes a point when you gotta you gotta get a lot done over a lot amount of time if you really want to be successful and grow and get to high levels. So that there gets to be a point when you got to do that too. But it's the number one thing we struggle with. Everybody does. Anybody tells you they don't, they're full of fucking shit. Don't trust them. It's something we struggle with. I still struggle with. And just realize it's normal and find what makes you feel good. Find what makes your family feel good. Find the balance that works for you, because my balance is not going to work for you. His balance isn't going to work for you. We're all fucking different in this game. There's no blueprint to this shit. So just realize it's something we all struggle with. It's normal, and we're just doing this shit together. There was another one somebody asked that I love talking about this. Scott Simons, what's up, man? Scott Simons is a man. Hit him up. If you need a fucking TRX, you need any fucking kind of truck, you hit my man Scotty up. He'll hook you up. So this question here, this is the last one I'm going to finish on because I want you guys to fucking remember this shit. I'm going to fucking repeat this shit till I'm blue in the face. Where did the TYC name come from? Whew!
Yeah, where did it?
How about you answer? How about you answer that shit, because we can get a little quiz here to see if you know about working here. No, you ain't gonna.
You never told me where it came from exactly.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Obviously from hard work and shit like that, but you never told me exactly what made you come up with that mindset or the title name.
I did tell you. You listen.
You never told.
One year
You
after
never.
this,
No,
this
you never
kid,
told me.
I swear to God. Here we go. So where did the TYC name came from? So here's the fucking real story. You guys want to hear it? Pay attention and listen, because the name Til You Collapse is something all you fucking. Let me relax. The name Til You Collapse is something all you guys need. You need to live your life with that mindset. You need to live your life with that work ethic. And I promise you, if you do, in fitness, in business, in relationships, whatever you do, you will be successful. You will move the needle forward. I promise you that. So when I started this company, I had this wild hair up my ass. I was, running gyms at the time, making 6 figures as a sales general manager at gyms. And I was like, you know what? I'm broke. I'm making, good money in some people's eyes, into 6 figures, but I'm still broke. And I'm not going to drive the cars I want to drive living like this. I'm working 7 to 9, 7 days a week. I'm not seeing my family. So not only am I broke, but I'm not seeing my family. It's a fucking lose-lose. What am I doing? And I'm like, I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to start a fitness apparel brand. Fitness is my passion. I have no interest in apparel. I'm not a fashionable motherfucker. I don't know fashion. I can barely dress myself. I can barely match, but I do know fitness, and I do know I'm fucking passionate about it. And actually, this month is 9 years. 2013, August. 9 years is 9 years we had this company. I do know I still work 12 to 15 hour days. I still work 6 days a week sometimes, and I don't even feel like I'm working. I fucking love this shit. I get fired up just like it was day one. So I figured out, I knew I wanted an apparel line. And I was like, went home and I was like, fucking fire little ass. I'm going to do this. Fuck this shit. And I stayed up all night that night, you know. And, you know, I like all kinds of music, but I'm a fan of hip hop and rap mostly. Some of you that know me know that. And I was like, you know, up listening to music, just trying to think, because the name, here's the thing. The name is important, but it's not. You know, how you run the company, who's behind the company, the product you have, the culture, and the message of your company is very, very important. The name definitely, if it's a catchy name, if it's a good name, it does matter, but it shouldn't make or break your company. Your product, your service, your customer service, the people behind your company, that will make or break your company. A lot of people focus too much on names and they think the name is going to that your name, you know, for the most part, is not going to sell for you. But I was just, you know, listening to music, thinking of the name. What the fuck am I going to name it? And I remember Eminem's song. You know that Eminem song?
Till You Collapse.
Till I Collapse.
Till I Collapse, yeah.
Till I Collapse. Till I Collapse, you know, is the name of the song, you know. And I was thinking, Till I Collapse. And I almost was going to name the company Till I Collapse instead of Till You Collapse. And I was like thinking, you know, what does that mean? How does that work with, you know, a message or passion, fitness, motivation, business, until you collapse? So the meaning behind the name is leave it all on the motherfucking field. Every single day, leave it all on the field. Look yourself in the mirror. Are you leaving it all out every single day? Are you giving 100% of yourself to your goals, to your business, to your fitness, to your family, to your staff? What kind of effort are you putting in every single fucking day? And be real about it. And the Till You Collapse Till You Collapse mindset. The Till You Collapse mindset and the Till You Collapse work ethic means giving 100% of all you have every single day, day in and day out, until you reach your goals. Maybe not literally till you collapse, but yeah, figuratively. There's been times I've been so exhausted in the gym. There's been times I've been so exhausted when I was working 20-hour days building this thing up that I literally felt like I was going to collapse. But that is what it takes to build something great. And most people are not willing to do that. And here's the thing. Most people are fucking skating around life giving 20, 30% of themselves every single day. So even if you think I'm going to do the Till You Collapse mindset, you go from 20, 30% to 60, 70%. You're tripling your effort. You're tripling your output every single day. What do you think is going to happen to your fatness? Well, what do you think is going to happen to your fatness if you start doing that is you're going to lose weight, you're going to look good, you're going to feel good. What I was trying to say is, what do you think is going to happen to your fitness if you start giving 3 times the effort? What do you think is going to happen to your business? What do you think is going to happen to your family? And you're not even at 100%. Let's be realistic. It's hard to give 100% every single day. Realistically, we're lucky if we do 70, 80, 90%. You're like top if you do that. But Till You Collapse, that's what it stands for. It stands for a work ethic. It stands for a mindset. It stands for doing shit you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. It stands for standing out and being like being unlike anyone other. Like most people aren't like us. Top athletes, top fitness, top business. We're not like other people. And we don't want to be like other people. That's the last fucking thing I want, is to be like anyone else. So there's a lot that comes behind that name. There's a big meaning behind it. And honestly, I'm so passionate about, like, I don't want someone to put on my clothes and then see them working out half-ass. I don't want someone to have my clothes on then not putting the cart back. I don't want someone to put my clothes on. Like, there's pride in wearing this name across your chest. That's how fucking serious this shit is around here. Ask Memo. He knows. Mm-hmm. This shit's serious.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like, anyone that comes in here to work, like, this is not a joke. And, I mean, he's been here almost 3 months now, and he's already growing. I mean, it's crazy to see.
Trying to.
You are.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, look out there.
True. I mean, there is a nice new car out there.
I mean, that doesn't just happen, though.
That
wasn't an accident.
No.
So,
yeah.
Anyways, guys, I hope you got something from this podcast. I hope you thought this was fucking interesting. Really appreciate you guys. We're going to wrap this shit up. We're going to drop the podcast probably, if not tomorrow. It'll be on Thursday. But pay attention. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We out.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.